Howdy guys, it's Luke at Geek and Scenics, and in this video, I'm going to talk about painting lights. I'll catch you after this. So guys, lighting. Over the years, I've gone from desk lamps to, started with one, then I put a better bulb in it, like a daylight bulb, as high as many lumens as possible with a decent Kelvin, so it's a good daylight. And then I bought two. The problem is I always had loads of shadows, like from different sides, or even if I had three lights, I'd have like multiple shadows because the lights are made from LED. Then I went to like some low quality studio lights, like some two little LED panels. They were better. What's made me do this video is since moving down to the unit, I've been doing a bit of hobbying at home, and all my studio lighting is here. So when at home, I've gone back to using the stuff that I thought was okay. Turns out it's horrendous. I'm used to having so much light. Now, hobby lamps are not normally a cheap thing. You're looking at around 100, 150 quid for a good one. And that light, to me, isn't soft enough, okay? You still get shadows and quite harsh lights. I know when you're painting with like a source light, you sometimes want quite a strong light on one edge so you know where to paint and shade. I like just a good all-round light that doesn't give little to no shadow. And the way you do that is with a really strong diffused light. And no light like desk lamps or anything like that are diffused, and that's the downfall to all desk lamps, okay? So I thought I'd put this video together because I miss this light so much. I bought it for filming myself, and it's okay for myself, but the fact that it doesn't come with like a soft box to make it even softer, and there's no like sort of other diffusion bits that you can attach to this, I ended up just using it as a painting light, and it is the best painting light I have ever owned. So I thought I'd share it with you. I'd share how I mount this to things. It's so lightweight, you can even stick it to your roof because it's a flexible LED panel. So yeah, I thought I'd take you through the process. Right, so the light that I'm gonna use is this one. I bought this to play with for YouTube videos, for lighting myself, because it was small, and when I was at home I had a very small area and I had to light myself plus subjects plus everything else and mount it all on a desk. And I bought this because it was lightweight, easy to mount, and it's stupidly bright, okay? Now, this is from a company called, it's either Viltrox, or there's like 3 or 4 different companies that sell the same thing for roughly the same price under different branding. I'll put links to them below, and I think I paid 75 quid for this light. Now, what's good about it is it's a flexible sheet, as you can see. So you don't actually need this back padding on, you can actually take it off with the... You can take it off with the Velcro, and you could just mount this to a wall or to your ceiling if you've got a low ceiling, and then that's it. You know, just put some Velcro up on your roof, like with the tabs, and stick it up there. Powerful enough, but the problem is some people's roofs are going to be too far away. If you mount it on one side, you're going to want 2 of them. So yeah, it's not perfect for that, but it's lightweight. It weighs literally nothing. It comes with a diffuser, so you get a nice soft light, and that's what's important. So when you're painting your miniature, a soft light, and because you're going to mount it pretty close to the model as well, it's going to be really nice and soft. It's not going to cast nearly 0 shadows. So that's why I like this light, because you've just got one light, it's super soft, it's a very nice light to paint under. You're not straining your eyes, and you're not huddling next to 2 lamps to try and make it work. So one good thing about this light is literally how bright it is. It comes with a remote, so when you turn it on, it starts pretty dim, okay? This is for photography and filming purpose, so you've got control over the light, but when you turn this up full, it is absolutely ridiculous. That's probably gonna overexpose everything, but as you can see, I don't want to look at that, I'm going to turn it off. But it's stupidly bright, even with the diffuser on. If you take the diffuser off, you probably get about 40% more light as well. The only problem with that is then you're going to have a harsh light, which the power from this with the diffuser is more than enough. If you're thinking about doing YouTube, it is not a bad light for lighting yourself as well, all right? So let's talk about how I mount this and why I mount it the way I do. Right, so the stand that I'm using is a PC monitor stand, a dual monitor stand. Mine, I bought a few extra bits for mine because obviously I was using it for a YouTube purpose, and I've got mine so it'll go a lot higher so I can get the light out of shot and everything else. I wouldn't say you actually need that, but if you do, I'll try and find a link to the tall one and everything below. However, the dual monitor stand with the 2 arms and the 2 VOSA stands for the 2 monitors, I think they're about £20 on eBay. What I actually did is I got both arms, took it off one and unbolted them all and bolted them all together as one single arm. This was so I work on obviously larger desks, so I need it to reach further. However, if you are just on a standard 2 or 3 foot sort of computer desk, you could buy it as is and little mount your light to one arm and mount your PC monitor to another arm. You wouldn't have to do much modification. Now, there's only bits of modification you will have to do to this is you'll have to use a tap-in bit in a drill just to widen the holes in the VOSA stand by literally a couple of mil, just so you've got space to get a 1/4 thread through to attach it to a ball joint. And this ball joint, it's like a fluid camera head that you can stick your light to. 1/4 size bolts are what fit most camera equipment. I'll put links to everything below. This idea I got from DSLR Video Shooter, which is a camera channel. I will put his video below as well. I know if you're not interested into video and things like that, but he does go into more detail on how he dismantles and how he modifies the whole stand. So if you do share more interest in this video, watch that and it should answer all the questions that you've got. So all I do then is I just mount the light to that ball joint, and we can now angle that any direction, up, down, left, right, put it on an angle, a pivot, whatever we want to do it. And obviously the VOSA stand as well moves forwards and backwards, and then the arm moves backwards and forwards as well, so you've got complete flexibility of how you want to position it. Now, the other good thing about these stands is, with it being a monitor stand, is the cable management that comes on it as well. As a musician, I absolutely hate cables. So the fact that you can manage your cables through all the hooks and loops that come on the stand as it is, just make it so much better. You can run it from under your table, up the back of the arm, and then follow the arm, and then you can't see the cables, or if you can see the cables, they're out the way, so you're not going to catch them and knock them, and they're just not going to break over time. They're well out the way. And once you've got that all set up and wired up, you can see that you've got complete flexibility. It's plenty powerful. You can move it backwards, forwards, up, down, left, right, twist it around, and just move it out the way when you're not using it. It's perfect. It really is. Right guys, so I've got it set up now, and obviously you can't see it, so I'm going to put some footage over. We've got the light directly above my head. It's a little bit high, but the benefit of this light is when you come to do your painting, you can lower it a little bit, or you can just angle the light to a position like that. So when you come to paint your model, you can turn the light on. As you can see, this might be quite overexposed, but as you can see now is the light from this is so bright, I can see all the model with 0 shadows, and that's just from one light source above. It's nice and soft, and it's just enough light to paint under. And if you need a little bit more, all you've got to do is move it a little bit closer. I'm having it like this, so obviously it's out of shot, but when I'm painting at home, I have it more or less near where my forehead is, and it's just a nice amount of light in the way. Now, turn that off. Now, the other good thing about this stand is, if, for example, like most people, where your painting stand is, you normally have a PC, because obviously your hobby station's your PC, you've got some paint set up and everything else. I've got my little monitor on here. Now, my little monitor is for this camera, obviously, so I can see what it's doing. But you could use the VOSA stand that comes on. I've rigged this up so it can mount a camera and everything else, but you could leave the VOSA stand that you've mounted the light on and mount your PC monitor to it. So you could have a setup like this with the monitor stand at the back of your desk, the side of your desk is here with the light over your head, and you could just leave it set up like that. So you've got your PC monitor that moves, it can move out the way, and you've also got the light above your head for when you're painting. Now, if you are a YouTuber, you can mount your microphones to it like I do, so they're closer to you. And having just that thing there means you can mount whatever you need to it. I can mount a camera on it, I can mount all sorts just from this solid monitor stand. And this light is around 75 quid, which is the price of a you know, a decent desk lamp. But throw in a £20 or a £35 worth of dual monitor stand, and you've got yourself something rigged up that you can have your PC monitor on, you can have your desk lamp on, and everything's off your desk. You can cable manage it all. It's just perfect. And you can move it out the way when you're not using it as well. And if you do decide to film yourself or make a YouTube channel, you've got most of the stuff that you want for pretty cheap, because mounting cameras and stuff everywhere gets expensive. With this, you could just mount whatever you need off it, lights, monitors, everything. Perfect. So guys, yeah, bit different, I know. What I like about this is the fact, if I wasn't doing videos, I would have been more than happy with my desk lamps and everything else as a war. I always did struggle sometimes for lighting, especially if it was on a night time and I had the two lamps at the side of me. They were always in the way, or I was pulling them in and sitting right under them. It was okay, but it made me realise how much I missed this, okay? And having this set up for lighting, one, it's far better. I'm not straining as much, just as much light as possible. And especially when you've got, if it's late on a night when most people tend to paint, you've just got the one light source on. It's more than enough to do that. Now, the benefit of this stand as well is the fact that it's freeing up desk space. If you want to mount your PC monitor to it or a TV or whatever, you can do that. If you end up doing YouTube videos, you've got something to mount your microphones on, your cameras and everything else. It's a great setup for a multiple of reasons, and I just think if people started using more photography lighting and video lighting, like these continuous lighting panels, I think you'll see a massive difference in the quality of light, which to me, I never thought it were a big issue. For video, it makes a difference that you notice straight away, but for when you're painting, I didn't think it'd matter. But when you get used to it, going back to just some strong bulbs in desk lamps, I cannot stand it. So maybe it's not something that you need to go out and upgrade straight away or ever do, but if you ever fancy a better light or you find yourself struggling, consider this. It is a bit of a weird option, I know, but to me, that's perfect. I absolutely love it. Like I say, I'm going to buy another one of these so I've got it at home as well. And yeah, happy. And the best thing about the monitor stand is the cheapest chip. So you could buy one, and then if you want to upgrade it to having longer arms and everything else, you can buy another one for 20, 30 quid and just build it out and rig it out however you want. The video that I got the idea from for doing the YouTube setup, I'll put in the links below. It'll give you a more detailed look to how to modify the stand so you can do what you want with it as well. It's a great video if you are a YouTuber or you're wanting to just rig up a nice desk space where you can have your monitors off your desk and your lights off your desk and everything. So just give it a watch even if you don't share any interest in videography. But anyway guys, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. I hope you've liked this video, a bit different. If you have, let me know in the comments below. If you want to support me, don't forget to check out my shop. If you want to support me on Patreon, you can do. There's loads of cool things on there as well. And Element Games, where you can buy your Games Workshop stuff and I get a bit of a cutback. So yeah, check that out. I'll see you again for the next video guys, which hopefully, if everything turns up, should be a good one. I'll see you then. Bye bye.